Hey guys, I'm back. Today I am going to be trying this and showing you how to prepare it, or at least one way. This is called Yerba mate. In Portuguese, it's most commonly referred to as Chimarrão. This drink is pretty much the emblematic drink of the Pampas region, which is Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, and the very south of Brazil. People in the very south of Brazil, the state of Rio Grande do Sul, are particularly proud of it, and it is considered a particularly strong part of their culture. If you're American like me, this is probably not something that's super new to you. It periodically phases in and out as a trendy South American exotic superfood. You'll probably see it included as an ingredient in energy drinks or tea infusions. However, yerba mate isn't really sold so much as like a tea that you get in a little packet. Mate instead is sold by the pack and you get it by kilo. You pour it into this little container. Before I show you how to prepare it though, you might be wondering what this thing is, and this is a hollowed out gourd called in Portuguese a cuia. This straw is designed to filter out the leaves and the ground up mixture that is on the side here so that you're not drinking leaves and instead getting a nice caffeinated beverage. Yerba mate is super caffeinated, so this is a great thing to study with or to drink after you've eaten a really big meal, like middle of the afternoon. So let's go prepare it. To start, you're gonna need your cuia, your bomba, and the yerba mate. Heat up some water just before boiling point. You don't want the water to be at a hard boil because you don't want it to be too hot to scald the yerba mate or your tongue when you're drinking it. Next, pour the dry yerba mate mix into your cuia. If yours is shaped like this, then pour up to the line where the curve starts. Otherwise, pour about 2/3 of the way in. Take the cuia and shift it onto its side. Using the palm of your hand, give it a good shake so that the mate settles into place. This opens up a space for water to go so that you can steep your mate. With the cuia on its side, using lukewarm water, fill up the other side. This is going to saturate the mate so that you can keep drinking it and so that it doesn't collapse in on itself. Take the bomba and cover it with your thumb and place it into the water. Give it a little twist toward the yerba mate and then leave it in place where it is. Right away, drink this water out of the cuia in as few gulps as you can. You can spit it out if it's not good to you. Then it's ready. So let's give it a try. This is pretty good. It tastes sort of like if you oversteep a green tea. It's a little bit like a grassy green tea. It's a little bit more earthy. Doesn't have the same kind of subtle flowery notes to it, but it is along the same flavor line. So if you like green tea, you'll probably like yerba mate. Mate can be made with a bunch of other things. You can also include ginger. You can include a bunch of other kinds of spices as you would like to add different kinds of flavors to it. But what Brazilians don't tend to do is they don't tend to add sugar to it. That's seen as something more done in other parts of South America. Mate is generally taken as is. Mate is a social thing, so when you get in a group and you're drinking mate, what usually happens is that there's one person who prepares the mate and also serves it in the group. You can pass it around clockwise or counterclockwise. I've seen a whole bunch of different varieties. It's considered kind of rude to go out of order or to take the water from that person and pour it for yourself. Another thing is that the person who's serving is usually the person who drinks it first, so the person who's making it drinks that one and then gives it to the next person. You also want to maintain the division of the mate on the side, because if that crumbles all together, the mate is a lot more likely to get saturated. You want to drink quickly as well, because if you don't, people might tell you to stop talking to the microphone. No hay un micrófono. I think they say that in Argentina too. For the same reason you don't want the mate to cave in on itself, you don't want to be messing around with the bomba, because if you do, it'll get plugged up a lot more easily and it'll be a lot harder to drink. So keep the bomba where it is. That's very important. When you're done with your mate, you want to make a slurping noise like that because that signals that there's no more water left in it and that it can be refilled and passed to another person. This is the most common method of preparation and kind of mate that I have seen and consume on a fairly regular basis. That being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you might think about subscribing. Due to the response on my last video, I will definitely be doing a lot more videos on Brazilian themes. I also have a podcast that comes out every Monday called Bottom of the Mainstream with my friend Anish. Other than that, I will see you next time.